listen to me, taking it for gospel. They're praying on my downfall, but I'm
with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss. Here's Castle. Over in the corner, Barnes. Outside, Fox. Here's Castle. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Six to shoot. Back to Garland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Mobley misses. Outside, Fox. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Now that's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
Out to the wing. Back to Garland. There's a good screen. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio with the ball. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom five defense to a top five defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Oh, my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
Mobley with the block. And here they come. Here's Okoro. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Fox deciding where to go with it. Tries the spin move. Scores off the spin.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's Garland. Under the screen. Mitchell wide open. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
A kick out to Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Outside, Fox.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Wembanyama. Vassell outside. And stolen by Mobley. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Arias says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 7.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Pass to Wembanyama. Now Fox. Wembanyama with it. Covered by Mobley. Barnes with it. Will it go? Mobley with the rebound. On the wing, Mitchell. Hunter on the wing. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Vassell left side. Seconds left in the first quarter. And the basket by Castle.
This is where we'll probably see Castle the most, creating opportunities with the ball in his hand.
Pass to Mobley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mobley's got 5 points so far.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to. Finger roll.
And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 8. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And here is Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Mobley. Outside Garland. Lets it go from deep. Rebound San Antonio. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Fox. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Mitchell. Outside Garland. From outside, off the mark. Outside Fox. It's good. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland. Spurs trail by 4. Stolen by Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
Sohan with the screen. Vassell, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. Now Garland. Scoreless thus far. Mobley is screened. 6 on the shot clock. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
Poked away. Stolen by Garland. Launches a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Pass to Sohan. Tips it. And Pauls stays with it. Pauls got his first basket of the night.
Well, Chris Paul, diminutive of frame by NBA standards, but unafraid to mix it up on the glass.
A kick out to Mobley. And he's good on the 3 ball. Mobley's got the lead up to 9 now for Cleveland.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Here's Mitchell. San Antonio with the rebound. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance. He saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Garland. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's an 8-point Cavalier lead.
Really off on his shooting. Just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Mobley. Mobley with the block.
That's a big-time send back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That free throw, no good.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Now, here's Porter. Pass to Merrill. Screen by Allen. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Cleveland in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head up. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Going inside, it's good. Jerome's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And here's Barnes for 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Allen, right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Three-pointer, Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Pass to Porter. Here's Jerome. Here's the 3. And no good that time. Here's Branham. Wembanyama, right side. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Screen by Allen. Porter in the corner. With the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
San Antonio making a switch here. And Porter drops them both. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Screen by Allen. He tries for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Spurs trail by 12. Back to Wembanyama. 3-pointer. No good that time. Here's Jerome. The wide open shot from Strus. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Wembanyama. And the Spurs scoring again.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Pass to Merrill. Back to Porter. 1:32 left for the third. Allen, that's good.
Jared Allen simply getting more and more comfortable. How about the rise and fire and the catch and shoot? Okay.
Yeah, easy call.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
And that one is good from Jerome. 1:09 left to play in the third. Pass to Vassell. Now Wembanyama. Over Allen. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And here is Strus. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Clock at 6. Back to Allen. .32 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
3-pointer, Fox. The 3-pointer is right on target. Fox has got 9 points here in the second half.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Merrill. Allen surveying the D. quarter with it. Here's Strus. And so it's Cleveland up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint.
The Cavaliers, 43.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. A 12-point game. Down low. And stolen by Hunter. And here is Mitchell. Rebounded by Castle. Here's Fox. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Garland fires from way outside. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Okoro. And he hits the jump shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Garland. Shot clock at 6. The three. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And it's Fox with the jam.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Mobley a screen. Looking to get it going. And the rejection by Wembanyama. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Drops in the tray.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. The kick out to Barnes. Outside, Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Garland. Fox, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Mitchell outside. Shoots from the elbow. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Wow, splash it in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
And stolen by Mobley. Here's the break. The wide open look here for Garland. Another miss by Garland. And the Spurs with possession. Garland with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Back to Mitchell. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Right side, Fox. Here's Wembanyama for 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Cleveland.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Evan Mobley.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Spins. Here's Castle. Converts after the nice spin. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Garland. And he uses the glass on the layup.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
To the paint. Stolen by Mitchell. So it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean,
pocket profit every time I push a pen, but I do not push a pen. The pen and the pen that imprison all my kin.